Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Oh, man, it feels like forever since we've been here. Especially you.
I know. I missed you guys.
Well,
I missed talking about this.
I know, right? Oh, I just had to sit on my hands for days.
I know.
Hello,
I know. I appreciate you waiting for me because I was like,
That's true. Buffy was like, I can't make it Tuesday. And I was like, ooh, that's a lot of role playing and text messages. I think we need to wait for her. Hello, Bruce the Moose. Hello. Hope you're doing well today. Lots going on in the Laura universe.
I was secretly hoping that you would be like, I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you.
No, I did see that because we're about to get into Laura Owens versus Greg Gillespie 2021. And I saw in the document, it was all text messages, and I was like, oh boy, I'm going to need Buffy here for that. We're going to have a good time with that madness. But there's already a lot going on still. There's always something going on in the Laura Owens saga. It's so hard to keep up with what's going on in like real time. There was some really interesting stuff that was dropped in this last week of her injunction for harassment against content creator Hey Rob. That dropped the actual like video of court. I didn't get a chance to watch that, which she was granted, by the way.
I heard about it because I'm not trying to read ahead.
I know,
but
me
it's
either.
really hard to stay away from the drama.
It is.
Because like I don't want to get too far behind. So like I've been peeping in on Megan Fox. And stuff. I've seen a few Hellville bit in there, and I've seen Bruce the Moose and stuff. So anyway, so yeah, I've just been peeping, and I'm like, I'm so far behind. I don't know what's happening, but like I'm still trying to peep in. So I'm like,
just being like a lurker, like I'm here. I know that's a little infuriating. I kind of hate that for. Well, obviously, I hate that for him. But like just having another win under her belt is just.
I feel like I need to know more. Like I need to know more. I need to know more. What is happening?
There's also the new podcast, Love Trap, that's dropped. You said the third episode dropped yesterday?
It dropped this morning, and I will listen to it first thing this morning.
I know I was going to watch it yesterday, but I didn't get around to it or listen to it. I mean, so it's definitely on my list.
Very well produced. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I felt like I learned some new things.
Yeah, you were telling me that there's like a little bit more of her like.
I had to hear her sing.
Oh, wow!
She sings. There's like
well, or
it wasn't bad.
Oh wow! Okay, who knew? Laura Owens full of so much.
And like there was a message from like one of her friends from high school, like that I guess Stephanie Young reached out to people that knew her and stuff. So yeah, it's a good podcast. It's very interesting. That's why I said the first episode is like a backstory on Clayton. Second one is going more into it, but we learn a little bit about Laura.
Okay.
But a little bit.
Well, I'll be excited to listen to that. You can listen to wherever podcasts are. I don't really.
Yeah. Like Spotify. I listen to it on Apple. And I know she works with iHeartRadio, so it's there.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I did watch the interview, Megan Fox's interview with the podcaster. I told you I went down a rabbit hole. I started looking at things because I was a little #obsessed.
Like what kind of Easter eggs? What are we talking about? What do you mean by that? Damn Montana. You listen on Amazon? Okay, so they're everywhere. I don't know. It was like, because I messaged us like, but like, where do I listen to that?
Like anywhere.
Like anywhere. Unfortunately.
It's worth the listen. They're short episodes, which I don't know how she was able to condense this to 45
do they
minutes.
know like how long of a podcast it's going to like season
10
one?
episodes, but
10?
she says 10.
Wow. How's she going to do all that in 10 just for Clayton? Wow. Power to her. I don't know. I thought about condensing all this, but I was like
I said, she doesn't go into details like reading everything. She kind of just, it's just like, if you've never heard this story, this is a good, like, dipping your toe. Like, if I hadn't, like, if I'd never heard this or read, I mean, I haven't, but if I was just like, what is this? And I just wanted like a good introduction to it before going into all of this would be a good way to do it.
Hi, Terry. Oh, good to know. I love that. Well, we definitely recommend it. It is approved by Buffy. So you all can listen to
which means absolutely nothing because who am
I? That's true, but not true. You have good recommendations for things. What was it, the thing you recommended to me a while ago and I watched it and I was like, you're right. That was amazing. I don't remember. But Terry loves your lipstick, which I agree.
Thank you.
It's a good shade on you.
It's Clinique Black Honey.
Oh.
It's from the 2000s.
All right. Well,
looks good on everybody.
It's from the 2000s?
I mean, that particular lipstick, but that was popular back in the 2000s.
That's so funny. Wow. Okay. Well, you guys, first of all, we're going to be diving into Laura Owens and Greg Gillespie. We have not covered him that much at all. We talked about him a little bit in the investigative report. Now, he comes in 2021 after Michael Maricini, after the Uber lawsuit, but this is also happening at the same time as the Lone Cactus construction thing. So Laura is very busy at this point.
She's very busy.
Very busy. Also very busy representing herself. So a lot of these first documents, it's going to be her. Because for some reason, she feels like she's super qualified to do that, which is crazy.
I was about to say she's basically a lawyer, right?
She's basically a lawyer, which, I mean, listen, she had won 3 things without putting forth any evidence really whatsoever to back them up. So, I mean, whose fault is that? You know, like that's kind of the court's fault. That is how it works. But this is for her. This is not great. Well, I mean, she probably thinks it's great for everybody else.
Say this is working out fabulously for her so far. I mean,
right?
Until now.
So she ends up starting to date Greg, and we'll get into the details of the beginning of their relationship today. We're going to read her complaint, and then I think we're reading we definitely will read his. He files a protection order against her, and so
as they all should. There are so many text messages. I was listening to Love Trap, and I was like, girl, after she would have kept on texting me from different numbers, I'd have been like, you know what? I am done. Stop this. This is harassment.
Yeah, right.
Would have so fast. You're just like, oh, yeah.
She loves accusing people of everything she does.
That's crazy.
So that's what we'll be getting into today. The documents I got to read come from victimsoflauraowens.com, so you can find them there. They have them all, or at least a lot of them. And new ones still come out somehow. So, I mean, there was a new one that dropped last week from Clayton, her case with Clayton, where she tried to get his job and license taken away. She's just relentless. So today we're going to get into Laura Owens' complaint of Greg. So let me get that up. Now, she filed this herself, and she didn't do the greatest of jobs. So we will have to zoom in super close to read some of these text messages and whatnot. Before we get into them, though, who do you want to be today? You want to be Laura? You want to be Laura Buffy?
I love that.
Okay. All right. Well, then you can be Laura.
Wait, I am still.
Messages.
Which one is the very first one? It's the complaint. Okay. I had to find my own paper.
No.
Because
All right. So
I'm
when we get the
blind.
messages, you'll be Laura and I'll be Greg, which I've read a few of them, and that actually makes kind of a lot of sense. So, all right. So we'll get into this here today. This is a civil complaint. This is not a restraining order
Okay.
or anything like that, because that's what she filed against Michael Maricini, right? Is the protection order. This is an actual civil complaint. What does she want? Well, let's find out. All right. So she fills out the form thing. All right. So here, immediately, the defendant, i.e., Greg Gillespie, owes the sum of $45,000.
For what?
That's right. She is going for money this
How
time.
long did they date?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
So-
I have questions already.
I know, right? I don't know if y'all are prepared for this. All right. So it says the defendant, Greg, owe Laura this amount because, and here are her reasons why she thinks that Greg owes her $45,000. So the plaintiff became pregnant with Greg's child on either June 30th. Oh, I'm sorry. See, this is what happens when you're not a lawyer and you do this stuff. It doesn't make any sense. All right. So plaintiff became pregnant on her second date with Greg Gillespie on or around June 30th, 2021, after only 2 dates.
Wait, what? Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Oh boy. Hi, Liz. Hi. Hope you're doing well.
Hey,
Long time no
Liz.
see, babes. Well, live anyway. Our good friend over in Ireland. So 2 dates with this guy. You know, Michael, she was with for over a year and a half, maybe somewhere. Though it was very shortly after their relationship started that she was conveniently pregnant as well. So, all right, more of a pattern. So Laura informed Greg of the pregnancy and he denied it. After which he forced Laura to have multiple pregnancy tests and a doctor's appointment. See, they still weren't believing her then. They were like, no, I don't think so. Can't wait to see why he's like, no, definitely not.
No.
So once Greg finally learned the pregnancy was real, Greg employed false promises and verbal and emotional abuse to coerce Laura into getting an abortion. I bet he stared at her very hard.
He was
You're gonna
eyeballing her.
Now, upon Laura's first attempt to terminate the pregnancy, Greg blocked Laura from all communication.
As he should.
Now, when Laura informed Greg of her failed attempt at termination, Greg again employed false promises and verbal and emotional abuse to coerce Laura again. Oh, I think this might be that. Well, I took the pill and it almost killed one twin, but then it didn't. And then I had a DNC and it didn't work. All these, things that are pretty effective for some reason didn't work for her, but we'll see.
I mean,
So,
happens to her a lot.
all of the time. She is a medical marvel. Now, during this entire time, Laura clearly expressed her desire to not terminate the pregnancy. Okay, but you did.
Okay.
Allegedly, for a guy again. So, okay. There was no pregnancy, guys. Just so a reminder to everybody before we go looking like total assholes. Laura lies about everything.
Well,
okay, there are no pregnancies. This is bullshit.
wow.
I
I'm
mean,
going to be a total asshole. Spoiler alert. Because, yeah, this is crazy pants.
yeah. So, one, ARS 133601, which they will argue about later. The victim or the defendant is pregnant by the other party. 6, the relationship between the victim and the defendant is currently or was previously a romantic or sexual relationship. Now, that's just code, Arizona code, because she needs to say that for this, okay? So if a person is convicted of an offense involving domestic violence and the victim was pregnant at the time of the commission of the offense, at the time of sentencing, the court shall take into consideration the fact that the victim was pregnant and may increase the sentence. Now, she's accusing Greg already of domestic violence while she was pregnant in a civil complaint. All right.
But that's not this complaint. This is just for money, right?
Yes, but she's saying abortion coercion. That's why she quoted.
Okay.
It's like, look, he did this bad thing that, criminally he hasn't been charged for, but I'm going to sue him for this anyway. You've missed the Laura roller coaster. Oh boy. The other one, a person shall not intimidate or coerce in any way any person to obtain an abortion. Intentional. So she's also going for intentional infliction of emotional distress. This person's conduct or actions were extreme or outrageous. Okay, Laura. The person intended to inflict distress or the person recklessly disregarded their conduct would result in the victim's emotional distress, and the person's conduct resulted in the victim's severe emotional distress. So that's the whole point of all of that.
She lives in a constant state of distress.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Solitaris, but I can tell you, though, that what we're reading, did not really happen. And that's why real victims of all these things should be pissed that Laura pulled this bullshit, because there are real victims that this happens to. She just is not one of them. So she's also wanting him to pay her attorney fees. Of course, that's pretty standard. And court costs. Those are pretty standard things. All right. So I stay under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. Okay, Laura, let's see, shall we?
Well, that's going to come back to bite you.
Here she says the following pages are copies of relevant notes and text messages from July and August of 2021 between the plaintiff and the defendant. Okay, role play time.
Let me pull up.
Well, the first few, let me make these way bigger so you guys can kind of see them. The first one is just a note from the medical place saying that she was evaluated in the office and it was determined to be in the early stages of pregnancy. Patient was on a seizure medication that decreased the effectiveness of her oral contraceptives. Please contact her office for any questions. I'm going to go with it was one just
Is this real?
I don't know.
Real note, or does she copy pasta?
Probably. I mean, she has, and we will find out, she will literally take letterheads from,
That's what I was thinking, because I feel like that's a lot of information,
right,
to put on a note.
Right.
Usually doctors' offices don't release that much. They will just confirm pregnancy and EDD. Like estimated day delivery, but they don't put all this is how she got pregnant, because
the seizure medication that decreased the effectiveness. You don't know that. I think it's bullshit. I don't think this is real.
I have a hard time believing that too.
Because why is that important to anyone? Because sometimes you need a note that you are pregnant, like if for insurance,
right?
It's like that.
And I've seen those, but that's why I said that usually there's just an EDD. Confirm that she is pregnant. The estimated due date is and that's all you'll get. You don't get like, oh, she mostly got pregnant from this, because that's speculative.
Right? They won't even if you lose a baby, they won't tell you why you lost it, because they don't know. It could be so many different things. She could have just not been taking it at the appropriate times, because that's the thing about the pills. All right, so here's another one saying that she had a procedure performed July, I want to say that's 16.
Is that a 16?
I think it's either 15 or 16.
Man, this is better than the other Xerox copies.
That's true. That's true. This does not look like a grave.
It's not a complete grave.
And it says, she had a urine pregnancy test and it resulted in positive, which we know, in case you all are joining us for the first time, as we'll later find out, Laura has a history of buying the hormone that makes you test positive for pregnancy. So don't let her fool you just because it's positive. Maybe not so much. All right. So that's her stuff being like, look, the doctors said I was pregnant and that it wasn't my fault. I got pregnant because it failed me. So, but also I have seizures. Everybody needs to know that. All right. So
that she got from somebody else.
Yeah. So yours
Allegedly.
is going to probably be in blue. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gray. You're blue. These are texts from Greg. We don't know when they are because, again, Laura filed this paperwork herself and she doesn't know how to do that.
Wait,
So,
would blue actually be Greg if these are coming from Greg?
no, these are coming from Laura. This is Laura's
To Greg.
To Greg.
Oh, that's right. You're correct. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sorry. I'm thinking this is Greg, but no, you're right. Don't listen to me. I know nothing.
Being positive is her superpower, right? Oh my
I don't know if I want that superpower.
All right. So we don't know how this started at the beginning, but Greg apparently says we need to get our lives back and healthy, and then we can get to know our true selves. Remember, guys, they went on 2 dates. 2. This is damaging both of us severely with every hour that continues to pass. I know that I liked you very much when this wasn't on our minds and over our heads. I know that it is damaging each of us. I want this to be over with. Do you? Can we take care of it this weekend and try for this week? No. Can we take care of it this week and try for this weekend? The timing is perfect. I don't want to go into the week next week with this on our minds any longer. I should be almost healthy. This will be beyond us. Hopefully have a nice weekend going into the week and we can get back to being ourselves. I promise. Uh-oh, this is your big mistake, sir. You cannot say the word promise. She takes it so seriously. I promise you, I will support you after this. I will grow with you, get to know our real selves, and we can begin our relationship in the tight foot.
I don't know what that means. I have never heard that saying before.
I think it means
in the tight foot.
In the
foot.
Well, that's how not real this promise is, obviously. Now, I need the same from you to see that you support what I'm trying to do here. Also, get back to healthy because...
Also, I have never seen a man text that much in my life.
Well, maybe he's a talk. I don't know. I really, honestly, I don't know much about Greg at all. So I don't have any, I don't know this part of things until later when Clayton comes into the picture. So
I'm going to need you to include way more context in your screenshots, sir. This is how you know it's not a woman. We put it, all of it.
No, this is Laura. Laura
also, oh, that's right. Laura, I need all of it. Also, 201 unread messages. You're giving me anxiety.
Right? That's crazy. All right. So you're blue now.
I'm blue. I'm blue. Something for Sedona on Sunday night?
Yes.
Yes to what?
Can't talk right now. I said yes to your last message. Also, are you coming over later? I would rather take the pills tonight so that you can take 24 hours and be better before we go to Sedona on Sunday. We shouldn't prolong that. You can come over to my house. I'm feeling good. No coughing today. Okay, so he's been sick, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, I don't know if we should be planning this trip to Sedona if this is what's going on. It could take a little bit longer than... I don't know if I want to take a trip after taking the medicine for this to happen. I'm just saying.
So he wants her to take the pills with him there?
Yes.
Is that what I'm understanding? Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking as well. She apparently has these.
He's like, I'm going to make sure you take these.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
Okay. Yes, I'm coming over. I don't want to be sick in the morning for the trial. What trial?
Or does she mean trail and doesn't know how to spell it? Probably.
Okay, but trial is a little foreshadowing, isn't it?
Yes.
It was like, oops. Okay. I would definitely be fine by Sunday if I did that. It made me very nauseous last time.
Mm. We
But
don't
I
know.
have but I have anti-nausea medicine. I think that will be fine to take them.
Wait, there was a date on this. Oh no, it just says today. Of course. Okay. Take them.
It's just weird. What do you mean by I have questions. What do you mean by
For
last
some
time?
reason, they're not in blue now, but yours is going to be the ones that start on the right. So.
Okay.
This is
all I see is foundation for something me. And that's it. There's nothing there.
All right. So Greg goes on to say, will you take the pills tonight? I don't want to have a baby this way. That would mean you can take the others tomorrow and Friday. And by the weekend, I will be hopefully 100%. This will be past us and we can plan to go to Sedonia maybe Saturday. Okay. So there's a couple days in between here. Okay. I was like, girl, you are not going on a trail like that day. I have PTO also if you can get off work. Oh, we could go Sunday, Monday. Oh.
Does she work?
What? I need to relax after all this. I know you do also, and I can't with everything going on. This should have been completed this time last week. Oh. Neither of us had handled it well. I'm sorry I got upset. I'm sorry I blocked you. I'm sorry I am sick and can't be myself at the moment. I promised you, Greg, we would continue to see one another, assuming you want to, grow with each other, use this as a reason to be stronger and build a foundation. We moved way too fast. I said this then, and I say it now. We need to get to know one another and not on this stressor. Neither one of us had been ourselves, and there's no chance we will be until this is beyond us. Oh, Greg, I am sure you saw her for exactly who she was. Okay. But you were like, no, it has to be a crazy pregnancy hormones, right? No. No, it was not. I want to get to know you, not this version that no normal couple would ever have to face. We haven't handled it well until now, and we won't until this is behind us. We are human. We have feelings, and this stressed us to the max. I want to do everything I can to move past, heal, get to know one another under normal circumstances. We wanted to take care of this weeks ago and not another whatever. All right, so Laura then makes a little note here. Says these text messages are from Mr. Gillespie expressing his desire to have a relationship
under duress.
Under duress, right? After Miss Owens would have an abortion from the week of August 4th, 2021. So I think at the beginning, though, she says that she got pregnant on like July 16th or 19th or something. I don't know. Why does my desk smell like French fries?
Cravings?
I don't know.
You have something to tell us? Did I get you pregnant? All these meetings?
Yes. Oh, God, this girl. It's like she's like, somebody promised something, and why would they ever lie? I don't know, Laura. All right. People lie. People like you lie a lot. Okay.
I don't think he was lying. I think he's only known her 2 days and was like, oh, this messed up. Let's do this. And then like keeps, I think he had every intention. I feel like this kind of, she talked herself out of it.
Right.
Or pushed him out of it.
Yeah. Why is her face not on the vertical? Oh, this vertical freaking thing annoys the shit out of me. I use the same things for true crime, and my time is here, and I don't, whatever. Anyway, okay, so let's go over here because she puts multiple on the page now. So,
but they're out of. Is that just the time?
I don't know if they're in order or not.
Because that time order is not the same.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
12:48, 12:47. So either she screenshot them in order
Hold on, at least for that
or
one.
out of order according to her time.
12:47. Those are 12:47.
No, it might be in order.
Well,
But
that's how time works, though. Okay. Whatever. We'll just read them. It's fine.
But it could be that she screenshot the bottom first and then scrolled up. And that's why the times are different. I don't really know.
Could be.
Like she
Could be.
screenshot
fair
the bottom
point,
at
yeah.
12:47 in the top at 12:48.
Could be. Good call. Oh, well, we'll read them in the order that they are. How Laura intended.
Yeah. Because she is the reliable narrator.
Yes.
I had made my decision and have been totally prepared to do exactly what we discussed today.
I will not relive one moment of this. Is that clear? I will not discuss this one more minute if you bring it up and show hesitation on calling the cops or not. Your choice. Oh. Can you
I'm
call
not
the cops about this?
I am not. I feel like she's not giving the whole picture here. Like this is why we read text messages in context in court.
Laura.
Because like snippets like this, what does that mean? Like why? What preempted that? Like something made him feel like he needed to call the cops on you.
I'm going to go with harassment. That's what I think. I don't think it's about calling the cops over an abortion or not. Like that's not even a thing.
I don't think so. I mean, like what are they going to do?
Yes, it does look that way, doesn't it? Damn Montana. Saying she rearranged them to make it seem like Greg is menacing. Well, just imagine if these weren't text messages. He would have said all this staring at her. Oh my gosh, the horror. All right.
Well, it is kind of funny because knowing the way she actually sends emails, when she doesn't think anybody's looking, she's a lot more emotional. But the ones that she sends, look how straightforward and like manager-esque they are, like how they're just direct because she knows they're being used. Yeah. Like she knows there's a way you talk.
She knows what she's doing all
Oh yes. Oh yes, absolutely. Okay. I'm not hesitating.
You've been dragging for 20 days, wasting our time. 20
days. When does the abortion pill no longer effective? I don't know.
I don't know at all.
Like at some point you have to go in for like a different kind of abortion, right? So
I want to say they were like under 8 weeks, maybe. I think over it's something else. So, but I don't know.
20 days.
Most women don't wait that long, to be quite honest with you.
No.
So.
Okay. You've called me a bitch and a liar, etc. And I'm still saying I'll keep my promise.
Well, he's not wrong, Laura.
Aren't we doing an abortion?
Or are you that greedy? Woman, you are.
Drop.
Right?
He called it. You should have went with that, Greg. You should have just left it there. Bye-bye. I'm so confused. That was me yesterday. I'm so confused.
I have not a fucking day in the matter. If I don't get a say, then you don't get money from me. I'm confused too. You are holding me hostage over a bastard child, Greg.
Greg.
That's not cool.
Oh, Greg.
But you're lucky because it's an imaginary baby anyway. I'll give you a pass. And honestly,
but if we didn't know that, this is not the way to talk about it.
And honestly, too, though, I will give him credit. You know, he's been dealing with Laura's bullshit now for at least 20 days. That I would have lost my mind. I would have called the whole situation a lot worse than what she was claiming he said at this point. You know, so, you know, sometimes you got to say,
Well,
maybe
I mean,
try.
I get it that she's, like when you're talking to your kid, you say it nice the first 5 times, and
Yeah.
afterwards, what comes out of your mouth sounds ugly if someone walks in the room. But I've already asked you nicely 10 times.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, yes, that's a way better comparison than when I was not giving. So, but yes,
It's like, why are you yelling at your kids? I don't know. I asked them nicely. I was freaking Mary Poppins this morning.
right.
So
Okay.
you
Exactly.
do get a say. ...
It's pathetic. Yes, it is. Yeah, I said in the life of an unwanted, not created out of love child who doesn't have a heartbeat.
Which you can still have.
I love these autocorrects. And let us live our Fukong lives, fucking lives, which right
least it's
now
not ducking.
you are ruining. I like Fukong.
I feel like that's a new one. Fukong.
Yes. Fukong. All right. Oh, you are doing that to us. And then Greg says, yep.
That really doesn't seem right to do.
Pretty fucking clear. Neither is this. Take the fucking pills, Laura, and stop threatening me and lying.
I think you're the one threatening here, not me.
Great. You could block me. It's your choice not to.
I thought you wanted an abortion. I don't get it.
Haven't threatened you with one thing. And don't have to commit mortal sin.
Aren't we doing an abortion? Wait, is this the same one?
It is. God, Laura, you fucking suck. You Fukong suck. Okay.
You Fukong.
Already read that one.
I'm going to use that in my daily vernacular.
Yes. All right.
Did you see what the church says about abortion? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were reading. I got into it.
Go ahead. You're fine. She was just outside before we started. Go lay down. It is raining and muddy. She's not even going to go outside, guys. If I open the door, she'll be like, I'm not going. It's raining and I'm too cute.
She thinks she wants to.
Exactly. All right. Anyway, you were saying.
Did you see what the church says about abortion?
Yeah, I'm serious. I don't give a fuck.
I would keep my promise to you.
Church is a belief. One belief. You already lied to me on many fronts. I will never believe you.
Then why do you care about a bastard child? I have changed my mind because I have felt tortured on this.
Until you fucking prove it with actions, you are all talk. Immature child. Listen, knowing what all we know, I already fucking love Fukong, love Greg. Okay. Because, Mike was a very nice guy. And I'm sure Greg's a nice guy too. But Mike was very passive, right? I don't even think he's ever really said a bad word ever. Where Greg is like, bitch, I will call you out on this. Like, what? Wu-Tang is for the kids. Fukong is for the twins.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. Okay.
Fukong. Okay. I would take them for you. Wow. I was going to do that. I'm ready to do that.
No. You would. You wanted to make me a dad and put me in the hook for an unwanted. Oh, Greg, this isn't great for you.
Oh, you're going to make him. You get to say the R word.
For an unwanted, retarded bastard. Oh, it's not good, Greg. That's not good.
Yeah, she definitely found all the text messages that really make him look bad.
Yeah, that's not great.
Why I need. That's not good.
Not great, but however, not as bad as all the shit Laura's pulled. So, I do as well. Also, hi, Winks and Wits. All right, you know what? You're going to have to read this next one because Zoe's being a pain in my ass. So, hold on. Let me make it a little smaller. So, there we go. I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't deserve this. Try being a woman having an unplanned pregnancy at 31 and you feel the guilt. Have fun living the single parent life. No, I do like you and want you, I want you to have the abortion and I want to have the abortion and keep my promise. No, you don't. This could be so easy. Yes, I do. Then prove it and stop putting me through this. I had made my decision and have been totally prepared to do exactly what we discussed today. Oh, she is so vile. Oh, Lord. Hades. Okay, I'm not used to being in charge. So here we go. So this is, I can't run Llama's pages. So I'll have to wait for her to come back to scroll down. So I don't know if I have to wait for her to scroll up or I could just keep going. But then you won't be able to read it on the screen. Let's see. She is lovely. She is lovely. That's why I want to know about her friends. I need to know about her friends. What do her friends say about her? Like, I really want to know. I have questions. I wonder.
All right. Oh, geez. Hi, ladies. Hi. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let's see. I'm just rereading for myself.
Yes, I made it dramatic.
Did you finish the whole thing, I assume?
I did, but I couldn't scroll down to the bottom. So I was waiting for you to get back because I didn't want to get too far ahead.
Okay, perfect. All right, now let me make this bigger. And by the way, Zoe just stood on the porch until I yelled at her.
Exactly what
I was like, you better go pee. All right? Calling your bluff like Greg did with Laura. I'm kidding. Zoe's not that bad. All right, I love her. My kid's take says I don't like a male pressuring a woman like this. Well, okay, but this has been going on now for like a few weeks, and it's a whole lot of mind games. I agree. Under normal circumstances, however, this is not normal circumstances. Just and by the way, she's not pregnant. My kid's take. Okay, none of that's real. It's all lies. Just to clear that up, because none of us want to be, super big assholes. All right, there. You guys should be able to see that now. Okay, back to the matter at hand. Also, why are these in a PDF now? Okay, are you going to take care of this? I've already agreed to what you asked for. I need the same respect in return. Also, by the way, she's also saying, I will have the abortion if you agree to date me. But if you're not going to date me, then I'm going to have the baby, which...
Have we gotten to that part yet?
No, but that's her MO for all the guys. So...
Yeah, well, but I think, and I might say something that's probably unpopular. We know now that it's not real. Okay, but in the moment, he believed that, at the moment, we don't have any proof of this. Retrospectively, if this man actually believed like this was all real, the way he's handling it is not great. Like, let's say she was like, this is not like, it's not great. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't think it's great how he's handling it. However, we're not seeing the whole context. We're only seeing one side.
True.
Because she's only giving you the very worst of his side. That's why I need to see all the text, because I don't think you escalate, because he came off pretty even in the very beginning of the text that we started reading, and then it escalated. So what was the back and forth?
Right. Over 20 days, apparently.
Right.
At least.
And we're missing a big gap of what's coming from her.
That's fair.
So I can always switch both sides. I am the worst person to talk to about getting any, because I will tell you both sides. I can fight both sides. But I don't know.
Also, she's already done something similar to another guy, and she's literally saying some of the same exact things.
Right. But we can look back, but that. Like, that's a retrospective. And if you're sitting in this moment, his response to this is not great if you're assuming all of this is real, because he has to be assuming all this is true.
That's true.
But it's saying like he doesn't know it's fake. He knows it's real. So his response to this is not great. But knowing now that it's all fake, we can be like, yeah, well, she deserves it. But if this had been true, is this okay?
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, it's certainly not great, but what are you going to do?
But knowing now that she's like a lying liar lies, I mean, yeah, we're all like,
yes,
go Greg.
Yes, my kids take. It is very not everything about this. You'll see. You'll see. All right. So here we are. Back to Lauren's messages over here.
Okay. If I'm giving up the kid for no reason in my mind other than that I am being selfish, I have high expectations for us as a couple to make this right someday. Don't think I'm crazy for that. I'm sorry. I don't enter into a relationship lightly. Do you? I actually do like you and care about you. Yes, I've been level 100 needy and annoying this week. This week. But besides that, I thought we were heading towards something. Once I make my mind up, I promise you I will not look back. So please don't get upset with me for questions.
Then make up your mind and don't look back. I have. Be an adult. Stop in the circles and stop making our hearts beat out of our chest. Sorry.
They are just so dramatic. Like, I feel like this is a telenovela. We need some music in the background.
Yes,
Anyway.
That is totally my kids' take. That is absolutely what is happening. It's wild. That's why nobody believes her, because that's not how things actually realistically work. But anyway. Okay.
I'm just saying you're acting obsessed with me taking the pills and not with me as a person. Oh, Jesus.
Fucom.
As a person. Don't have me come over and pretend to like me or want something with me. If you don't feel it, that would make it way harder on me. What?
Okay, so you're not coming over? I wasn't. Like, it's so, oh, there's more. And I asked you to come over and you didn't have to be alone when doing it because you asked that. So what's changed?
I'm coming over.
Okay. Hold on. Let me make this a little bit smaller because that looks, we got one over here. Oops, sorry. Gosh, Laura, I just don't like you for how you even did this stupid job.
Yeah, I absolutely hate you for this.
Are we back in high school? Yeah. I don't think Laura ever
yes, we are.
The 8th grade.
Pretty sure this is how my daughter's boyfriend, high school love affairs go. It's like, oh.
And quite frankly, why would any reasonable person, if all of this was real, if all of this was true, why would she want to be with Greg? Like, he's showing you how he would react in a situation. Like, why would you want a future with this guy? You know?
Right.
Like, nobody would want that. And then you're going to be like, oh, he was abusive. Whatever. You went on 2 dates, girl. 2 dates. And then you drop this life-changing thing on him. And it's so weird. So weird.
Oh, there's a reason why she picks the ones that she's only had the most minimal contact with.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be.
I agree.
Is it because they don't know that much? Like, because, like, yeah, that's the only reason why I can think. Anyway, right. I'm not being manipulative. You are out. No abortion. You are in abortion. I'm asking for guidance.
Wild.
I don't even understand what that means.
She's saying this is her ultimatum. If you're out of this relationship, then I'm not going to.
Oh, this is the ultimatum?
Yes.
Okay.
You're in, then I'm getting an abortion. That equals abortion. So.
Oh, so this is the coercion. Okay. This is the extortion here.
That's extortion, but she's accusing him of coercion. in my opinion.
Well, right. But she's also saying if you're out, then I'm not getting an abortion. But if you're going to stay with me, I'll get the abortion, which is
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
No, right? I don't understand. Though I want to get to know you does not mean that I already do.
I don't want to fight with you. I don't know. I think you do.
I have said the same thing all along. We will date and be together. I have not changed my mind.
After this conversation, I am mentally exhausted already talking or reading your text exchange. You blocked me the second you found out I took the pills. I was updating you on what was going on, checking on how you were doing, etc. And you had no interest in me, and everything was going in. Why? Why did you give us half a text?
Because she's the worst. Oh, that's the one. That's the same one. She's submitted this twice now.
She's the worst.
So we can skip that one. Okay. All right. So he says, quite frankly, pissed that another day has gone by where the majority of the time was spent going in circles. You could be taking the pills, starting the process, none of which you're offering to do.
I'm not at all. I will do them with you tonight. I'm happy to anytime.
It shows clearly that you don't want to. So keep the fucking child and enjoy single parent life with a bastard. Not great, Greg.
What the fuck?
Reread it. It's pretty clear. Okay. Again, why would you want this guy, apparently, allegedly, no offense, Greg, why would you want him in your kid's life at this point if you decided to keep it? Like, that wouldn't be good for the child. Oh, that's right. Because you don't know how things really work, Laura. All right. Take the pills and maybe tomorrow we can do it instead. I'm way too worked up and upset and embarrassed and stressed and tired. How would this be a good situation for you or I?
You are fine. This is very stressful. I get it. How would what he be? I still want exactly what you wrote this morning.
I don't believe you do.
Nothing has changed. We have both been crazy.
If you did, you would just take care of your part so we can move on. Now, again, over here is this one again. Third time she's included the same.
She just, yeah. Wow.
Okay, here we go. That's you.
Okay, I am on a different page than you. I have offered to take the pills.
And maybe he said what I need, and you claim to want to help, and yet here we are. I said what would help. Nothing else would help right now. That's the only thing on my mind. That's the one thing that led us here.
I will do that because I care about you, and I have been crazy too.
And I have stated clearly what I want and could help.
Which I will do.
No, I don't. I don't think you like me, especially now. Why would you? Hold on. Never mind it. Of course, it doesn't continue with the rest of that conversation.
Right.
When this is over for us.
Oh, when this is over us. Like, why would you like me when this is over us? Like, this is like clouding the relationship, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he's trying to say? I don't want to fight with you about this, but my decision to stop our baby's life isn't half in, half out, and therefore you shouldn't be that way with me.
It literally is, Laura. It literally is. That was your ultimatum. That's what you're still doing now. Like, what?
Well, I mean, that was kind of what I got from the, if you stay with me, I'll have the abortion. Mm-hmm. It's like she is half in, half out. It all depends on.
Right.
But that doesn't sound like him coercing her. It sounds like she gave him an ultimatum.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What does that mean?
I'm not up to explore things for a short amount of time and then regret making this decision for the rest of my life.
Stop saying our baby. We have We are not having a child under these pretenses.
It's yours just as much as it is mine.
I want nothing to do with this.
I don't want to fight with you.
Who is fighting? This is fighting. I'm telling you, I want nothing to do with this.
With this child.
I will see.
Sorry.
I will see you. I want nothing to do with this child.
I'm dead serious about the novel I sent about number 2. If we end this debate now, I want to be in a serious relationship heading towards having a baby the right way and redoing this.
Okay, fine. Do it, and we will do it the right way.
You've been very clear with me that you don't feel much towards me. I don't want to feel like...
No shit, Laura. All right. Let me go over here.
I need all of the texts, bro.
Right, I do too. Take the pills, and maybe tomorrow we can do it instead. Oh, we already did this. No, I'm way too worked up and upset and embarrassed and stressed and tired. How would this be a good situation for you or I?
You are.
Oh wait,
you
we
are
did read
fine.
this. Yeah, we did just read this. God damn it, Laura. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, here we go. I think this is different. Yes, it is, but I need to blow it up a little bit.
Wait, I don't think so, because if you go down, she starts talking about feeding horses, and I don't think we read anything about that.
Oh, does she here? In this first one? There's nothing about horses. I think you're down here.
On that one.
Yeah, this page has 4 of them.
Yeah, under that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is not very good at labeling. Girl, hire yourself an attorney.
Hold on, there's one up here. We'll go over to the one up here at the top. Right. Which, by the way, it looks like page 3 of 177.
Holy crap.
We're on the top of her thing. Oh, I want all 177 of these. All right, to take the pills correctly, nothing has changed.
Again, you blocked me, so I don't trust you. Would have been no issue otherwise. You're not acting like someone who wants to be with me, and I had told you I was doing this because I knew immediately I would fall for you. I care about you so much.
That doesn't even make sense. I already said why, and now you're stressing me out more. So please, get them. I'm going to rest. We can talk tonight.
Please unblock me on social media if you mean it. You know that is a majorly sore spot for me and why it is. But yes, get rest. The drugs do not interact well for people with epilepsy. So I may decide to do a surgical in a week or 2 like you wanted originally. I hadn't told the doctor with my, I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
What that word is.
Maybe
but I had with my CA, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
That I had epilepsy and was on medicine for it because I was worried that she wouldn't prescribe the pills.
Then don't take the epilepsy medicine.
I will have seizures. I'll figure it out.
And why would you change your mind about going in to have it done? You said you wouldn't do that. All right, now we can go over to the horses. The horses are back.
Is this, I didn't know if it goes up, bottom down, like the other one. I don't think any of these are in a particular order.
Mm-mm.
Okay. No, I won't. I have been crazy too. It's a stressful situation. I don't hate you at all. I wouldn't take the pills if I did. I still want you in if you want me. I already had booked Sedona.
Did you take them?
Yeah. I'm feeding the horses, but I'm going to go in and take them. The first, absolutely keeping my promise. Are you keeping yours from earlier, or did you mean what you said tonight?
That I feel like I'm stressed and that this has gone on entirely too long? Yes. I meant that. I want this behind us.
Ooh, girl, you are.
You are. So you go back and forth and change your mind more than anyone I know. Oh, and your word. I haven't changed mine once, and you're asking me about trust? Interesting. Good to know. So many false narratives. It's very peculiar. Greg. So true.
He doesn't know how right he is, and he doesn't know the half of it. You blocked me everywhere, Greg. You had no intention of ever speaking to me or seeing me. As I have said over and over, I don't get why you would choose to block me everywhere after you knew I took the pills and not before. You had no concern for how I was feeling or anything.
Girl.
She doesn't even make sense. I really wish she'd have put these in like order because I am having a hard time following this conversation.
Okay, here's a date on one finally. 8/3/21. Oh yeah, this is you.
I think if you're going to be gone either way, I should proceed with it. I have tried every way to figure out how to trust that you would be there, and I can't, even though I wish more than anything that I could.
Hey, I'm not ignoring you. I've been working all day, something that Laura knows nothing about. I have a team dinner tonight, and I'm going to. Doctor says I'm not contagious now, and I have not had a fever, but I'm very fatigued just working at home all day. Oh, yeah, because this is 21. This is during COVID times. So, okay.
Yeah. Well, if you're not contagious, we can see each other. That's great. We can do that before I say for sure that I'm keeping it. But right now, I am. I really would like an answer to the trust question. Oh,
Keeping
my
what?
God.
The baby? You are? So you go back and forth and change your mind. Oh, okay. More than anyone I know. Oh, and your word. I haven't changed mine once in your... That goes up to the one we just read. Okay. So then he says, I'm working right now, dinner at 7. Also, I am not contributing to any child you have, as well aren't having a baby unless it's the right way. This is not that. You also are the breadwinner. In fact, I believe you would owe me child support if I decided I want to have custody. So you need to reconsider your wants and needs here. I want to start a relationship on the right foot, and this is not it. Having a bastard child. You already made the decision and promise. You also did not want me involved if you decided not to follow through, which you have. Oh. I'm really obsessed with bastard kids. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like that. It makes,
what are we in like the 1700s? Like
right. I feel like we're Game of Thrones. Like
yeah,
it's a child.
Okay.
Like the son of a bastard. My grandma also used to say that all the time. You bastard. Anyway. Yeah. But that's an Italian thing, I think.
Probably.
Anyway. I'm trying to figure out media. That's not what you do after someone takes abortion pills. I was going to take the second pills last night before I realized what you'd done. This pregnancy and abortion thing has made me feel like the worst person ever. Then to find out that you actually wanted to block me from your life after you knew what I did for you, I'm not changing my mind until we spend time together. You might not want to be with me afterwards. I need to figure this out before I get an ultrasound because I would like to avoid a heartbeat altogether.
You already have changed your mind.
No, I didn't.
What's to say I should believe you? I'm done playing games with you.
I won't change my mind. And yeah, me too.
I never did.
I want to be happy. You blocked me though. I will forget that, and we can do the abortion if we get along and can move past this.
You have emotional, not calm, changed your minds, made threats, came to my house when I was asleep. Oh,
Oh, this was after I guess she showed up at his house, and he like, I feel like I've seen that like video or something when he had COVID.
video.
Yeah, it was like from a Ring camera.
Oh,
She showed up on his porch.
wait, was it
I've
the investigative report? No, because that was that one.
no, I just went looking at
Oh,
like
just in your rabbit hole.
hello, yes, that
Okay.
I honestly just saw on a yes. I mean I haven't really read much. I haven't done deep dives, but I did look.
You know, and here she is being like, this is such an emotional decision for me, even though as if this is like her first time this has ever happened, which I mean, that's not real, but it was the same exact wording as with Mike Maricini, you know, like
She
this
is
is cosmic.
emotionally exhausting. Like I feel like, and I've said this before in our previous videos, it's like arguing with a teenager. Like it really is. It's like chasing your tail. This conversation, I would have already gotten aggravated with and been like, yeah, I'm done. Like,
well, I mean, he's told her as much every time. I mean, he has been very, I think, obvious, like transparent, like, no. And because that's not what she wants to hear, she keeps it going, hoping that he'll eventually say the words she wants to hear. And then when he kind of does, she's like, I don't believe him. No, because she knows what she's asking is crazy.
mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's how I felt.
I don't think she knows what she's asking is crazy. I don't think she knows that. I think she really thinks, I don't think she knows that. I think it sounds all very sane in her brain.
Maybe. I mean,
I have a hard time believing that she thinks she knows that's crazy. I don't think she's that self-aware.
So he says, that's how I felt. I don't have time to argue.
Wait, where are you at?
I had moved over to the right.
Oh, you're going left to right. I was going down.
Which probably is how she's intended, but whatever.
Threats to continue a pregnancy within my own body are not threats to you. I came only to see if you are okay. Oh, okay. I don't either.
She did this was her just showing up. I'm getting ready.
I want to see you and forget this.
I wish.
We can do the pills this week if we can just move on.
But you're making it much more difficult than it needs to be.
Swear to God.
I don't want to hear that. I just want you to take care of it and move past this.
Not doing it without spending time together after this past weekend.
Which you have yet to take control of and do. Instead, all of this nonsense heckling for what?
That would be stupid of me. It shouldn't be that hard for you to see me if you really want to be with me. I would love to see you and act like cut off.
All right, let's see if it goes over to... Okay. So we're over in the bottom left. I don't know what she says in this top hat. I don't think it's
I can't tell.
He says, I'm stressed to the max and will be until this is done.
The last thing in the world I want is for you to lose your job. I think you're incredible and an amazing salesman from what I know. I wouldn't want to be with you if I didn't think you were as committed to being successful and aspirational as me.
Aspirational, Laura? Aspiration. Get the fuck out of here. Are you Fukonging me right now? What?
Fukong?
You're successful and aspirational. Girl.
She's something.
Whew.
What the fuck?
He says, I have not been myself, neither of you. And I have to trust that in you. And I have. I need the same from you.
I want to make you better.
I can't afford to miss any more work, Laura. I can't afford it.
That's what I want in a partner too.
Thank you. So let's take care of this tonight. Why is she concerned that he might lose his job? I'm a little confused. So we put everything in, Laura.
I know. Her story is... Why can't you sleep in the same bed with me tonight if that's what I need?
That's fine. Oh my gosh. I'd sleep with one eye fucking open if I was him, that's for sure. All right, so he says, because I'm trusting you and you promised you would do this, yet you've taken your word back. And I'm here and have not taken my word back.
I'm not taking my word back. You took it back by doing what you did with blocking me and not giving a shit about how I was feeling mentally and physically.
So you didn't accept my apology like you said you did? And you're now revisiting all of this while we've already discussed and decided to move forward because it was best. And you want to text nonstop again today, though I've explained many times that we don't have the time for this. I'm trying to something. I already discussed this and you're questioning. I cannot say anything more than I have. Okay.
Girl, we need to talk about your sequencing.
Right. You have driven me nuts with the circles and harassing. You are a terrible person, which I agree.
Oh my
with.
God, are you serious?
You can enjoy your bastard child and all your money in your own. I'd be sleeping with one eye bagged and I know, right? Oh, you probably missed.
God, are you
That's
serious?
a good point. My kids take. That's a good point. All right.
I feel like we already read this one.
Did we?
Did you see what the church says about
Oh, we did.
abortion? Because
Yeah.
yeah.
We read
Her
that.
sequencing is awful.
Oh my God, she's the worst.
Is
I mean,
it
we should
over?
know she makes literally nothing.
She needs arrows pointing so like we can follow the conversation. I need a flow chart for her text submissions because oh my God, how they didn't just throw this back at you and say, do it again.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Which one are we on?
I'm
I'm ready to do that.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
I can't speak another word about this. I need to work. I need to get my life back, and you won't let me.
We can have this done. I wanted to tonight.
Then fucking do it.
Me. Ooh, just do it. I made a promise to the guy who sent me those messages above, who is clearly not who you are right now. Oh my. I'm not going back on the promise I made to who you seemed to be then. Girl, I think you just like the fight. You like the drama. You like the drama.
She does. She does. Okay.
Ooh, and stop with the manipulation and the lies. Okay.
I mean, all this just
See,
trying to take some pills. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Oh, man.
Okay, you're the one changing your mind.
Stop fucking saying it and do it. I can't take this. You've pushed me.
I can be over by 8 and do it. What the fuck is wrong?
You! That's what's wrong.
This is literally me and Llama behind the scenes. You know that's wrong. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I am keeping my cool here.
You telling me I'm responsible for a bastard child. You.
I don't think you'd be proud of these texts another day.
Yeah. First time. You only are because I'm not. Now you know how the fuck it feels. Thanks for nothing the last 20 days other than sickness and stress.
Ooh, I have felt the same way going through this. Wish the roles had been reversed.
Right? You should have taken care of it the fucking moment you found out and never told me. Selfish.
Selfish.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not going to judge him for all these texts.
Selfish. I mean,
Really?
I'm not looking back, but like,
I mean, they're not great.
you could see. the
I
past.
very much would have said worse, is all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, maybe not the B word or the R
About
word.
her, I should say.
Oh,
That's true.
no,
Yeah.
her. But like,
Yeah, we don't need that. Okay.
and move on.
You don't need a dime, and you know it. So leave me out of your decision to keep a bastard. Is he like super religious or something?
I don't know, but he really
so.
likes that word.
They bring up church a lot. So, or God.
Well,
or
she
religion.
does like to use the religious aspect of things against people.
That's true.
She did it with Clayton too.
That is very true. Okay. So where were we? Oh yeah.
I don't want to keep it.
Oh, then what the fuck are we doing here, Laura? You didn't say that, but I would have been on it and be like, oh, if you want
today, I don't want to keep it today.
This minute, I'll change my mind in 1 minute. If you want to keep it, then be an adult and take in the responsibility yourself.
The government does not think that way about child support, but that's stupid anyway.
Oh.
I want to keep my promise to who you were this morning. That's all I want.
What about the millions of dollars you have versus my debt? How will they view that?
I don't have millions.
No, it's a promise you made me weeks ago, yet retracted many times.
And my money is separate from my parents. I don't get a cent from my sad.
Well, somebody send that. Send that
clip.
To the boom. Because, she was like on the stand a month ago. Well, my parents get me money. Oh, is that so? All right. I think this is the end of. Oh, no, it's not. There's more.
Well, you spoke too soon.
Text messages from Mr. Gillespie coercing Ms. Owens into an abortion. I don't think she knows.
She can't even spell his name right. on a court document.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. He says, back to the matter at hand. Are you going to take care of this? I've already agreed to what you asked for. I need the same respect in return.
If I'm giving up the kid for no reason in my mind, other than I'm being selfish, I have high expectations for us as a couple to make this right someday. Don't think I'm crazy for that. I'm sorry I don't enter into a relationship lightly. I actually do like you and care about you. We have read this.
Oh my God, Laura, you're the worst. So, okay, here's a look.
No. We haven't read this one.
Okay.
Because I see hot girls. I haven't said that yet. I am hoping I can trust that if it happened under our circumstances, it can happen if we are doing it the right way. Do not tell me you want a relationship with me unless you are sure here. And don't tell me you want me because you feel pressured. So I will continue to pressure you. Or ever holds it over my head that you were only with me because you wanted me to give it an abortion. What? What is this?
I don't know. She's insane.
Because that's not fair to either one of us. Go out with hot girls, find someone else, great. I don't think we're strangers considering we felt enough chemistry to have sex when that's something neither of us do. I felt that best friend lover vibe with you and need to know if you feel that for me. If you are basing this on everything up until.
Okay. She does not get the hint.
Okay. How are you going to sit there and push, and then be like, but I don't want you to feel like you're staying with me because I'm pushing you. Like, that is so crazy.
I know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Now knew I was definitely not going to go through with the pregnancy. Would I be the girl you would want to be in a relationship with and be crazy about, or would you still want to look around?
He wants to look around.
I don't even think he wants to look around. I think he just doesn't look at her.
Right?
Like, he's done. And even, and let's just say she has the abortion and they get back together. Like, how can you even go forward from there? Like, how do you go forward after like having this whole argument?
Right? You can. Well, thank you, Terry, for gifting 10 True Crime and Wine Time memberships. Congratulations to everyone that got gifted a membership. We have lots of members-only things available in our membership section. So
I'm going to pretend ban. You are banned.
Am I right? Oh, boy.
Yeah. You need to Fukong duck.
Also, Terry, please write down Fukong for our merch. Please and thank you. Also, hi, Daria. Hope you're doing well. All right. So where were we? Okay. Is it my turn? I'm going to answer your question in the morning. I need to gather my thoughts. Oh, this is on July 16th. So this is at the beginning, right after he finds out that she says she's pregnant. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, she is doing this all out of order. This is not good.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like that. It would be like, remember that one time I was pregnant with the bastard and you blocked me on social media? Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Fukong. F-U. Kong. Fukong.
Fukong. And if it's like Fukong duck, that's like a Chinese dish, right? Like Peking.
Probably.
Peking duck. I don't know.
There is.
Sorry. Brain.
I feel like, isn't there a dong or long or I don't know, Kong? Anyway.
A King Kong? I don't know.
My brain is like you have all this.
How? I'm glad I don't have anything important to do after reading all this because my brain is going to be mush.
Right. All right. So he's gathering his thoughts.
Sounds like you have it.
I do. The short answer is yes. But since you won't allow me to gather myself, to express myself, the answer is yes. Thoughts?
I was trying to make a decision today like you wanted, but please gather your thoughts.
She didn't like his answer. So she's like, okay, fine. That wasn't the answer I wanted. No. I'll give you more time to come back to the answer I want.
This is so draining.
Right? Hi, Amos. Hi.
Can you imagine having the same conversation over and over and over and over?
And poor guy doesn't even know that this isn't real. Oh my God. All right. So she's letting him gather his thoughts.
The chat is funny. General Fukong's chicken. Everyone was Kung Fu fighting. Fukong fighting.
Thank you. That's when you know it's serious. Especially when I do the throw head back. That's my favorite. Anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. I told you that my sister is the only family I have. So her wedding is really important. I was thinking I was going to have to tell her that I wasn't going to have you as a date after I had already told her. And she was making a place card under your name. Would have been really embarrassingly to explain that you had ghosted me. If you're into it for the long haul, I would think you would want to go. I believe you. Don't bail on me after I do this and then on the wedding, because that would be awful. Y'all, she's doing this for a +1 for a wedding. This is the goal. This is the motive.
Yes, I think so too, right? Like her sister's having a wedding, a real one. And Laura's like, but they don't have any attention on me. So let me make out this fucking fake shit.
This is all about a +1.
She dated him 2 dates, guys. 2 dates. And she's like, well, I already told her you're going to be my +1.
You know, you can hire people to go to a wedding with you, right? Like there are guys you can hire to be your boyfriend for a day.
Oh my God.
This would be a whole lot easier than doing this.
Right. He then says clearly, why do you feel the need to say something like this? I agree, Greg. Why? I don't know.
I am a lunatic.
Oh, wait, we read that one.
Allegedly. Please don't sue me.
Yeah, we read that one on the left. Okay. We have not read the one on the right here. I just let you know what I want to do this. you're questioning again. I just said everything I can say and shared my feelings.
I'm asking you how I can trust you. You don't want the kid more than you want to be with a stranger. You've already proven you would leave me, so why wouldn't you this time? This whole thing is really up to yours. You didn't do what you promised before. I want to believe you. I was excited to be with you, and I still want to be. Really felt like you were being extremely selfish and not like you understood what I was doing for a gut feeling I had for you.
Wow.
You need Grammarly, bestie. I'm so sorry.
Wow. Okay, he says, because I'm trusting you and you promised you would do this, yet you've taken your word back. And I'm here and have not taken my word back.
But he's about to, because he's getting aggravated with you and you are proving to be high maintenance.
Right? Oh, high maintenance isn't even enough.
Yeah, but you're talking about 2 days into a relationship. So he's like, bro, this is way too much emotional work for me. Like, we're 2 days in.
Right. Now, the one we just read continues here where I'm highlighting. Buff. The top is all the same.
I'm not taking my word back. You took it back by doing what you did with blocking me and not giving a shit about how I was feeling emotionally and physically.
So we did read this. Mm-hmm. So you're accepting.
She's just putting the same posts over and over again.
I bet the judge reading this is like, we're just still going in circles. Like, she can't even. Oh my gosh. All right. What about this one to the right?
No, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Same thing. It's duplicate.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. You suck, Laura.
Yeah. She needs a paralegal.
You suck.
She's the worst lawyer.
She is. All right. Have we done this one?
Yeah, we have not.
Okay. I didn't think so. I said, I'm not raising a baby with you. You asked, and I responded, option 2. Why are we going in circles? I gave you my answer. It has not changed and will not change. So she gave him 2 options, sounds like. So I don't know how that qualifies as coercion if you give somebody 2 options. But
and the options suck.
Okay.
Like either I stay with you and you have the abortion, or I leave you and you have the kid.
Right.
Like those, what kind of option is that? Option 1 did not include you having to lift a finger for it. I didn't mention you raising a baby with me either. I felt I wrote more of what my expectations were in 2 there. And for me, that isn't going in circles. Oh, so we didn't get to read the options.
No,
I need
where
to
are
know
they?
your expectation.
Laura, I need to read them.
Is this like that dating contract?
I think so. Yes. Yes. I don't want a bastard child.
I'm sorry if this is the biggest decision of our lives and I want clarity.
It is. And I made it. You are pushing me away, acting this way. You're going in circles. I answered your question, then more questions, more requests. I made a decision you wanted to know. I let you know what that decision is. Yeah, but it's like not the one I really wanted. Though. So.
Yeah, but you're not saying what I want to hear, so I'm just going to keep badgering you until you give me the words. If I'm already pushing you away, if you can't handle me at my best, then I'm on my way.
Right. She is definitely one of those.
If I'm already pushing you away, that doesn't really make me feel too confident about a future. I'm trying to get the information and comfort I need to make the call to do this, and it's different than what you need.
Okay, crazy pants.
Therapy would be helpful.
I know, right?
I don't know. I wonder how many therapists she would chase off, though.
All right.
I did want you to be.
So rather than sit here and text me nonstop all day long about threats.
I wanted you. That's still what I want. But if you're out, either way, I'll do the right thing.
he then says, you should consider the seriousness of what you're doing. Oh, Greg, I'm about to respectfully disagree with you here. Keep it a child in a home with one parent, a bastard child that isn't wanted. Plus, you're giving me an ultimatum. The right thing.
Oh, I don't know if those are good words to
It's not great,
use.
Greg.
There's a lot of babies born into single. Doesn't mean
Not great.
Morally, not for me.
Keeping a child that you have admitted to wanting to abort. I want nothing to do with that.
I wanted to abort it to be with you.
What?
Okay, so how is that coercion?
Exactly. I want a kid that we decide to conceive together. I mean, he may not be using the right words, but clearly what he is saying is like, you're not even like qualified to be a parent. Like, I can't, you just shouldn't have a kid, period. Like, oh my God. Ugh, she's the worst.
I wouldn't want to parent with her either,
No.
especially after this. I was like, oh, no.
I mean, could you imagine her raising that kid? Well, you're only here because your daddy wouldn't date me.
Oh my!
Otherwise, if we would have dated, you never would have existed ever. Like what?
She would be pulling him into court all the time if that baby was born.
Right.
Like all the time.
Oh yeah, she'd be a fucking nightmare. I have shared and shared and shared that I want to date you, not this version of us. So take care of it and let's move forward. I'm not going to be made to convenience someone or to convince someone of anything. Either you accept this or you don't. So let me know.
I don't want a child on my own. It probably sounds crazy considering only 4 dates together, but I can see us having a kid in a few years. I felt something so special with you.
Girl, okay. Then you have your answer. Can we move forward?
But I'm afraid that saying that pushed you away last time and made you ghost me. I want to ease your stress and move forward for both of our sakes. Greg, if you don't feel that way, don't ask me to do this.
I just let you know what I want to do this. You're questioning again? Okay. And okay, I don't think we read this either. Because you asked that. So what's changed?
I'm coming over. I'm saying you don't exactly seem like you're looking forward to seeing me. I told you when was best for me to take them, and you're emphatic about me taking them with you and then not even spending the night together until Sunday. And I'm doing them. I told you that. You acted like I hadn't even given you an out while saying I would still do the abortion. Here's your out. Don't be with me out of pity. I want to. What's that picture?
I don't know, but I want to know. This is an out? How is that an out? Having a bastard child and being the parent to the child. Your text is an out? And then it's just him correcting he makes a lot of mistakes, which is fine. When I'm in an emotional argument, I do too. Okay.
My gut is telling me
this dinner, like the dinner he was just talking about a couple texts ago, where he's like, I have a dinner at 7. Did she crash? Oh my gosh.
I told you she's a stalker. After all, I would
It's crazy.
My gut is telling me this is all about taking the pills and nothing about wanting me right now.
Honey, it's not your gut. It's exactly what you said.
He's literally telling you that.
So you're not taking them.
Now, I'm obviously still going to do it, but I'm suspicious of your intentions for the future. Of course I am. I promised you.
Obviously? How is that obvious?
Because I promised you to take them.
You said that before and you threatened to not.
I am going to. I'm just saying you're acting obsessed with me taking the pills and not with me as a person. Don't have me come over and pretend to like me or want something to do with me if you don't feel it. That would make it harder on me.
Okay, so you're not coming over? I wasn't.
Oh
my gosh. Oh, you think that business thing was before she got knocked up? Probably.
Did she get knocked up at the business thing? Did she just walk in the room and that's where it happened?
She's so unhinged. It's unbelievable.
She is so ridiculous.
So then he says, I have to be at my appointment at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, 45 minutes away. I'll be working and taking care of everything that has built up at the house. I've been MIA basically with that virus. If I'm taking off Monday, I have to get a lot done. So to answer your question, I'm spending time with you tonight. And I have already said why this sense of urgency. We need to handle this. And it didn't get handled last week. I'm not going more time than necessary. You said you wanted to do it, so let's get it done.
Fine, I'm working as well. So you don't want to spend the night together between now and then?
I don't know right now. I'm more worried about taking care of all my responsibilities that are piling up.
Okay, so I completely understand that, but you can't do them while you're asleep. I can't see that. I am worried. I will. Yeah, no.
I don't know. Tonight, take the something and whatever. And he just says, "Do you do what while you're asleep? We are going to take them before." Now, she must be talking about his responsibilities. All right. This is damaging and has been and will continue to be, and it's gone on for too long.
I'm taking the pills tonight. I told you. Stop acting like I'm not.
Yes, my kid stable. Yes, that is what I think so as well. And she's probably like, "Oh, maybe I can get him to sleep with me before." And
yeah, I don't know if I would be in the same bed with her.
No way. No way. I'm exhausted. I'm stressed and haven't taken care of anything except worry about this. Then do something about it. It is in your control, and you have allowed this to go on, to become unhealthy, to cause arrest and anxiety on both of us. I think even stress, but
I told you what I am doing.
He says, I will not be raising a child with you. I said that immediately, and I'm still saying it. I have never once said I am, and you don't seem to get that. No, she does not. No, she does not.
And only ask me to do this if you want me, not just an abortion. I was mad yesterday and impulsive. I wouldn't ask you for child support. Just make sure that I am what you want and you're not just pitying me, and I will do it.
Wow. So she's saying, I said all those things because I was angry, but don't. It's fine. I'm totally a rational person. He says, I have, and I vocalize this to you. Okay. Now let's make this smaller. And it says that
her expectations for the relationship. Oh, these are her conditions.
Oh my God, there's more.
Girl.
So, okay.
Girl.
Oh no, I think that's the end of those, but here's some more info. Okay, statements of facts and breach continued. All right, let's get into this. All right, so defendant is Greg. Greg was steadfast in his viewpoint that the pregnancy be terminated immediately because he did not want a bastard child and said he would have no involvement in its life nor pay child support. So remember, this is what Laura has filed. This is what she has taken from all those texts that she shared. So, okay. Laura did not wish to give up the pregnancy from a spiritual or moral standpoint and planned to proceed with it, even if she was doing it alone. There were several times, babe, when you said you were doing it, and I don't think you get to claim spiritual or morals about this to be like, oh yeah, if you date me, I'll get rid of it. It's fine. How is that morals? Just wondering.
The conditioning. Oh yeah, the ultimatum was gross. It's gross.
Mhm. Right? Okay. Laura did not. Oh, wait, I already read that. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Greg's false promises included comments regarding a great opportunity for them to work towards eventual marriage and to have a child the right way in the future. I didn't read anything about getting married, but okay.
I didn't either.
No. Laura indicated to Greg that she did not expect him to be involved in the rearing and support of this child and did not need to speak with her again if that is what he desired. No. Greg refused and instead indicated that he wanted a relationship, but he refused to see her or contribute to the relationship until Laura had terminated the pregnancy. Despite Arizona's 5-week pregnancy limit in order to terminate a pregnancy, Greg found this unacceptable and coerced Laura into obtaining abortion pills using an unorthodox method.
Wait, so there's a 5-week pregnancy limit for the abortion pill? Because remember, I think I asked
I guess
how
so.
long.
Yeah, I guess so.
But she let it go on for like.
Well, if he would just give her a clear answer, Buffy. Oh my gosh.
I thought he was pretty clear. I understood him.
Crystal, even. Now, although Laura was reluctant to administer the pills because she felt that she was financially, emotionally, and physically able to create an environment where their child could thrive, Greg was insistent that she proceed immediately so that they could move on with their future. Girl, you can't provide any of those things you just listed, miss. I've never had a job or made money, and I blackmail and extort men to be in relationships with me. And physically, girl, you got all these health issues all the time. Sure, Jan. Now, on July 28th, 2021, at around 10 p.m., Laura administered the first pill while over the phone with Greg. Who here wants to say she probably didn't?
It was a sweetheart.
During that conversation, Laura reiterated that she did not expect him to participate in the child rearing and support if she were to make the decision to continue her pregnancy. If she'd already taken it, that doesn't matter then, right? Greg pleaded with her and said she needed to believe him. On July 29th, 2022, Laura administered the second pill incorrectly. How do you take a pill incorrectly?
I was wondering the same thing. I was like, I don't know that there's too many different ways to do that. I mean, okay.
After receiving instructions on how to properly administer the second pill, Laura attempted to contact Greg to administer the second pill over the phone with him, but he was unreachable. What does that mean? Our, friends who have been deep, what is she saying right now? Like, what?
I'm confused. But she administered the second pill incorrectly. So she took another second pill. So that would be a third pill?
I would think so, yeah. Which is, I don't think how that works. Are you serious?
Please tell me that's a joke.
I didn't even know that was an option. Wow.
Like, why would you think that? Look, suppositories are made a very specific way. They look very specific for a reason.
You do not put it in your lady part area. Like, that's not a thing. At least I have never heard of this being the way that's done, ever.
I know very little about this, so I can't, render an actual, I can make fun of it, but I don't know to make anything. It's ridiculous.
If so, we learned something new today. All right. So once Laura finally reached Greg on July 31st, 2021, 2 days after this pill that was wrong, defendant scolded her for waiting to administer the second pill. But she already said she took it twice. So, or at least one other time.
So it's the third pill.
I think so. On July, also, why would you, if it does end up having to go in your butt, why are you waiting for him to do it? Like, that's weird. You barely know this guy. I don't know if I would be like,
because then,
please put this in my butt. I've been with him for 13 years.
I think that's so she could say he held her down and forced it.
Ooh. Good idea. Now, on July 31st, 2021, Laura correctly administered the second pill after Greg's persistent insistence that it must be done. However, the termination did not pass as it should. Well, I don't think that many days apart is how that works. One. Okay. Now, on August 1st, 2021, Laura discovered from her doctor that it was a failed abortion and that the development of the fetus may not have stopped, but it was uncertain. Okay.
Haven't I heard this before?
Mm-hmm. After attempting to contact Greg during this time, Laura discovered that Greg had blocked her from all forms of traditional communication. So that's why, Ghost Baby survived. Upon discovery of the failed abortion, Greg panicked and attempted to persuade Laura not only that he had not blocked her from communication, but also that he wanted to stay with her if she followed through with the termination. Here's the thing, is I'm pretty sure the doctor at that point would have had to do an ultrasound. It's not just peeing on a stick at that point, Laura has no idea how female anatomy works. By the way, if you're new here, she has no idea how any of this works, because they're not going to be like, oh, well, you peed on the stick. No, what they're going to do is they are going to draw your blood and make sure those HCG levels are going down, because that's how that works. Laura, you idiot. Gosh, she's the worst. And they're probably going to do an ultrasound because it's dangerous to have any dead fetal matter in there. Like, you will literally get sepsis.
Well, I mean, you get a fetal pull at really early in a pregnancy. You might not have a heart, but you can see the pull. And you're going to check to make sure if it's passed, what's in there, how far along is this, what's happening, what's going on. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
This is not how this stuff works, guys. Now, Greg indicated that I'm at the one before. At that point, Laura indicated that she would let God decide what happened to the fetus at that point, regardless of whether she ended up passing it or not. So now this comment makes sense. Greg indicated that he, quote, did not want a retarded bastard child, end quote, while also promising that he would attend a wedding with Laura, wanted to start a family with her, and wanted to be introduced to Laura's father, who is suffering from many medical issues. He's also a very big San Francisco radio personality, if you don't know. Once the pregnancy was terminated. I mean, okay, this can't be good. I don't know why she's not concerned about what's happening to this child at this point.
Oh, she is very concerned about him and not what's going on with her.
Right?
If this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Now, Greg also indicated that Laura needed to stop playing games with him, and that if she wanted a relationship with him, she needed to follow through with the termination, which is not at all what we read. Laura explained that the decision to end a human life was much more serious than any decision she had made before, like with Michael Maragini, where she pulled the same bullshit, and that she would have to live with the consequences of this for the rest of her life. And this is why I call bullshit on all of her abortion stuff after this. Like, if that, she said that when she did that with the mic, it caused this huge depression and spiral, which it does for a lot of women, regardless if it's something they wanted or didn't want. And now she's in a situation again, quotes, where she's like, okay, I'll do this, but it's just so hard for me. No, you're so full of shit, Laura. Now, on August 4th, 2021, in text messages sent between Laura and Greg, Greg indicated that he wanted to continue the relationship if, quote, we take care of it this week and try for this weekend, end quote, and that he promises to, quote, support her after this, and they can, quote, begin their relationship in exchange for terminating the pregnancy. See exhibit number here, which you didn't fill out, Laura, because you didn't do it right. Relying on these representations, Laura was convinced that Greg's intentions were pure. When the time came for Laura to administer her termination pills, she hesitated and contacted Greg. Greg used verbally and emotionally abusive manipulations. Okay, Pot. Even threatening to call the police if she hesitated in terminating the pregnancy. See exhibit number here, which you did wrong. And he did not say in any of your exhibits, Laura, that he was calling the police because of the pregnancy. I'm going to go with it was probably for your fucking crazy harassment, your Fukong harassment. Now, on August 5th, 2021, Laura went to Greg's house where she anticipated he would be there to support her in her emotionally distraught condition due to taking the termination pill on the previous day. Instead, so this is now her second round of taking these, allegedly. Instead, Greg's behavior was extreme, cold, and bizarre, as he was telling Laura that she was toying with him and that he could not relax in their relationship until the abortion was done. He further questioned and criticized every action Laura made that night, including making Laura show Greg that she was properly administering the second pill by showing the inside of her cheek to Greg because he did not believe that she was taking the pill. Greg's actions were clear that he cared more about making sure the abortion was done than he did about wanting a future with Laura. This is all because he doesn't want to date me. Say what? I don't like it. Fuck the.
Do you think it was an actual abortion pill, or was it like a Tylenol?
See, I was just wondering that too. Like, one, because I haven't looked this up because I brought this up before and I completely keep forgetting. But like, what happens if you take an abortion pill and you're not pregnant? Like, do you even have any, like, what happens? Because what it does is it, like, you know, it makes you start like shedding your lining and everything, like from the inside, right? So like, if you're not, though, does it still do that? Does it not do that? I don't know the answers to those questions. I also didn't think it was very complicated to take, but apparently that is. And then also, was it even an actual? Because I could see it not being.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you could go get glucose pills just to have. Like, how would Greg know? Like, you could get orange pill bottles. You could type up a label at home.
Mm-hmm. And listen, I've had friends who have done this in the past. Granted, it's been 20 years or so, but it is. Listen, they were like screaming the whole time. It is extremely painful. It is not just like popping a pill and then it just all comes out in your poop. It's like not like taking a poop. All right. It lasts for a very long time. The sounds are awful to hear. It's like a period times like a million, because you are kind of having to some degree like contractions and stuff. Like, it's not a pleasant experience to watch anyone go through. And here she's seeming like, you know what, it was fine. And I was just concerned about our future the whole time. Like, I can tell you that they did not have anything else on their mind at that time. And a miscarriage is the same way. It's very painful. Like, it's not pleasant. And so that's another reason why I don't believe her. But that's just my experience and what I've witnessed. So I guess maybe it could be different. I don't know. All right. So Greg acted disgusted and disrespectful and refused to provide any verbal, emotional, or physical comfort to Laura during this traumatic process until he was convinced that the pregnancy was terminated, causing Laura to leave his house at 1 a.m. Why did he think that was the...
I don't think he had any more emotional support to give you. You drained it all from him.
Right? And nor do
Like,
I think
you literally drained that man.
Like, I don't think that's anyone's legal duty that they have to provide all of these things for you. Like,
no, but I think even if he was the guy and he was going to do that, like after that whole interaction, like, how I have nothing left to give. You have drained me.
That's very true. Yes. Now, by that point, Laura had already administered the second pill in Greg's presence. On August 6th, 2021, Laura again discovered that Greg had blocked her from all forms of traditional communication and social media. Laura is physically, emotionally, and psychologically distraught to have go thought the tedious and traumatic process of terminating a pregnancy for the sake of a relationship with Greg, whom had no intention of having one, but used the false promises and abuse to manipulate Laura into believing he did. Greg continued to call Laura's names, including psychopath, and criticized her participation in Apple's podcast, Nobody Told Me, as a joke. Oh, so there's that information too, apparently. Greg also threatened to go public with Laura's abortion, knowing that Laura would lose respect as an advocate for domestic violation and victims' rights, and insisted on recording their phone conversations so that he could repeatedly say that Laura murdered his child.
Murder.
Simply put, Greg did not want a child to be born under any circumstances, and was willing to say or do whatever it took to get Laura to terminate the pregnancy without consideration for the fetus or Laura. Laura is suffering from a complete state of shock, depression, and guilt over a needless decision that she made for the sake of Greg's empty promises. Laura, babes, this says so much more about you, though, than it does him. But okay, maybe she's representing herself because she went to a lawyer about this and they were like, what? No. You're crazy.
Clearly.
You're crazy. Now remember, she's asking now for $45,000. I don't even understand why that much money. Like, how'd she pick that number?
Yeah, I was going to say, how did you get to that number? Like, how?
Right? I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure that's not like the price of abortion pills. Like, what? Okay. I wonder if it's because she lost time at her job or something.
I was wondering if that's what she owed Lone Cactus.
Right. That's right. So remember, this is going on as the same type, as Lone Cactus. All right. So we got some more time. So after that, what was the date on when she filed this one again? Hold on, let me see. It was filed on August 11th, 2021. So a couple days after these text messages, when she files the lawsuit.
She wasted no time.
And guess what happened, guys? The next day, Greg files for a protection order again.
I would have too.
Mm-hmm.
I would have. Yeah. Because that's crazy pants.
I'm pretty sure the real reason that he brought the police into the conversation was for harassment. But let's see what Greg has to say. All right. We want both sides to be heard. Says he was in a romantic or sexual relationship with her, but this is really the important part here. So this is what he has to say. He said, Laura and I went on 3 dates. We had a sexual relationship one evening. I politely ended the relationship 9 days after our first encounter. 9 days. He knew this woman. That was it. She did not take the rejection well, at which point I understood, listened, but politely let her know that there will not have a future relationship together and to stop contacting me. She continued to harass me for 48 hours. I asked her to stop reaching out. 24 hours went by with no contact. 11 days after we were sexually intimate, she sent me a photo of a positive pregnancy test, though we used 2 forms of protection during our one encounter.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Pam. Hi. I don't blame him at all either. I would have done it way before this. But, you know, I mean, you don't really want to be taking your shit into court. It's annoying. It takes up so much time and money. All right. So she continued to harass me via text messages through 14 different email accounts and
Holy cow.
iMessages, all of which I have since blocked. Oh, Laura.
Oh my gosh, that is insanity.
Girl, what? But why will he get in a relationship with me? Wow. She threatened to reach out to my family, located them on public records, reached out to my mother. Wow.
I told you she does this. Like, I'm telling your mom.
Mm-hmm. Threatened to expose me on her Apple iTunes self-help podcast.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
She sent me photoshopped images of an ultrasound that is from an article on Google dated January 12th, 2015. Is that the, I forget that woman's name. The twin one? Okay. I had an OBGYN confirm this ultrasound she is claiming to be hers of twins is an exact from the Google article from 2015. Laura Owens has shown up to my house 2 times after being asked to not to come here. After blocking all 14 iMessage accounts, which she has continually harassed me from since July 9th, she now is reaching out to me, making threats of lawsuits to my work email address. She has contacted the HR department in my company to confirm my email address and is threatening my career, excuse me, and reputation at my place of work as of yesterday and today. She is showing no sign of stopping. Laura is stating she is in love with me after 3 dates, roughly 2 hours each date, and is promising to have an abortion and dismiss pressing charges if I commit to loving her, marrying her, and starting a family with her within the next 2 years. I have repeatedly asked Laura to stop contacting me, myself, my family, and my place of work, and to also stop coming to my house, banging on my door, and ringing my doorbell.
Jesus.
I have all text messages and emails saved. I also have photographs of her outside of my home. Oh, there you go, Buff. Trying to contact me. I am scared for my reputation and safety, and it is time to serve her a legal order of protection. Whoa! Stormy, thank you. Is the name of the lady whose ultrasound she took, because Laura.
Was it a twin pregnancy for this one though? Well, I don't think she mentioned anything about twins.
She didn't in what she provided, but I'm sure she claims it's twins. It's her go-to because, you know, she's not able to conceive, but gets pregnant a bunch of times with twins every time. They're also miracle babies in the sense that they survive all of her attempts to get rid of them numerous times. So I just think she didn't share that information with us in the complaint because probably didn't make her look good. So wow.
I didn't remember her saying anything about twins.
So that is Greg's point of view in this. It's crazy. Oh, Greg, it's so much worse. It's so much worse.
Well, I mean, I'm glad he went out and got the what is it, restraining order or whatever, because like, whoo, because that's exactly what my first was thought. Like, let's.
Yeah, and he was granted this.
Okay, so are we just not at the twins' claims yet? Like,
I just don't think we've seen them.
Okay,
but that's exactly what she's pretending to be pregnant with, and that this is the one where she was like, "I took the pill." But then he just kept saying, I don't know. We'll find out. Who knows? It's a wild world of Laura Owens. So yeah, that's that. Let's read one more. Okay. So now remember, Laura was just filing a civil complaint. Greg filed a protection order. Two different things going on here. Okay. Now I just want to read one more thing for today. It's very short. And normally I wouldn't read this, but it's kind of hilarious. So that's why I want to read it. So this is a certificate of attempted service for Laura Owens' civil complaint. Okay. So, somebody has to serve you papers, right? So this is the guys who had to try and serve Greg papers. He had to write this up for the court because he couldn't serve him. And let's hear what he says, because I found this hilarious. As I was reading it, maybe you guys won't find it as funny, but I did. Now, and also, I think this guy just works for the court. I don't think she hired him, but I don't know. Yeah, our friends will know better than I do. But anyway, all right. So this says, I, Gary Steiner, swear that I am currently registered as a private process server, blah, 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 blah. I further swear that on August 12th, this is the same day that Greg files his protection order, I received the summons, all that stuff from Laura. Okay, so she hired him, maybe. I then proceeded to unsuccessfully serve the above described documents on Gregory Gillespie on 3 attempts at his home. So on August 12th, 2021, at approximately 7:55 p.m., which is a horrible time to go serve somebody, I approached the house and there was blank in the middle of the driveway. I noticed all the shutters were drawn and shut, and it was difficult to see if there were lights on. I rang the bell and heard the soft howl of a larger dog, and he put his paws on the windowsill while under the wooden blinds. After ringing the bell 10 times over about 10 minutes, I finally left. Yes, you guys, he is very dramatic in his telling of trying to serve. I don't know if these are normal. I've never read.
The soft howl?
The soft howl.
Oh my God. I was going to say, did Laura write this?
I know, right? I don't know. Now, on August 15th, 2021, 3 days later, at approximately 8:05 a.m., I arrived to find a car parked on the left side of the driveway. I rang the bell again and heard the dog the first few times, and then the dog was no longer near the door. In my experience, if no one is home, a dog will stay at the door barking. That's not always true. If the owner is home, the dog will retreat to the owner and return unless held by the owner to keep it quiet.
Okay.
After the last 5-6 rings of the doorbell, the dog was no longer in the living room and no one came to the door. Oh. On August 16th, 2021, at approximately 8:55 p.m., I arrived and saw the bottom of the blinds were lifted about 6 inches and there was a light on in the kitchen. I rang the bell and heard the dog and saw it in the living room. It was sitting and facing the kitchen. I rang the bell another 6 or 7 times and kept looking for movement in the house under the blinds, but no one appeared. I was told the defendant was aware he was going to be served and was purposely avoided opening the door to anyone he doesn't know. It is my professional opinion that Gregory is evading service, and I highly recommend alternative service where we can post it to the door. I do not believe he will answer the door to anyone he doesn't recognize. This is considered to be personal service. The fee I charged for this service was $55.
I mean, I've been served, and usually it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, which, yes. And it's usually the sheriff's department, and they're like, contain your dog. And I'm like, she's little. She's not going to hurt you.
Right? I wouldn't answer the door either. But he's so, like, when I read that, I was like, is this serious right now? This is so dramatic. Like, it's a soft
Usually they yell sheriff's department.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a sheriff.
Yeah,
it can be regular people here anyway. I don't know. Maybe different states have different laws, but here you don't have to be law enforcement to serve somebody. So,
yeah.
So,
but I use the sheriff's department here so that you'll answer the door.
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point. So that's our introduction into Laura Owens versus Greg Gillespie. That's just the initial charges. It gets crazy real fast.
I'm so excited.
Because remember,
I'm sorry for the guy, but I'm excited for the drama.
Listen, Greg says a lot of things I don't like, okay? But I do like that he was just like calling her on her bullshit all the time. Because so far what we've learned is that people don't do that with her. Like her dad begged Mike Maricini to stay with her and then would help him get out of the relationship. Like nobody, it seemed like, really was telling Laura, like, no, you're crazy. You're all over the place. This is what you're doing. It's very obvious. So, I mean, I think it's going to continue to be spicy like that.
Buffy doesn't get served often. Buffy was in a car accident.
She gets served all the time.
And they did try to serve me. And then it was dismissed.
Right. But I love that he was like, bitch, I'm getting a PO on your crazy ass. You're insane. All the stuff he said. I mean, Greg barely wrote out anything. And that is absolutely unhinged. That there were all of these other accounts that she's contacting his work, which she does to Clayton too, eventually.
Yeah, but she does follow a certain pattern. She has a script.
She absolutely does. Absolutely does. I don't believe for 1 second that this wasn't part of her agenda or plan from the beginning.
Do you think she looks like she picks her mark?
I think so. Because she finds it, well, we don't know if they met on a dating app. Greg didn't say where they actually met, and neither did she. But I'm going to go with it was probably a dating app, but maybe not. I don't know. Do you guys know, chat, where they met one another? Because her and Mike met on one, the Legend or Legion or something like that was the one that they met on, which was for professionals. That Laura is not a professional at anything. Now, you guys,
a scam artist, a professional scam artist. I mean, that's the only thing she does well.
Yes.
Recently.
I do like the fact it's because I think that things are still going on with Gillespie. I don't think that this entire case is over with yet, still in 2026. But remember, she has gotten 7 felony charges for perjury, evidence tampering, identity theft, just for Greg, and then another 7 for Clayton. So, Oh, Sweet Liege says, in my opinion, she has a type. They all have similar looks. Oh,
they do. Yeah.
Interesting. I just cannot imagine being like that clingy after knowing somebody for like 9 days.
I guess my question is usually like when somebody has a mark on somebody, it's usually a personality type that they're looking for to go after. Not necessarily a physical look, but like a personality type. You know what I'm saying? Like they're naive or they're very submissive. I could see why she would do that on Michael. But it doesn't sound like Greg or even Clayton are those type of guys that just sit back and take it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like he's like, I mean, he says some not great things, so it sounds like he has a little fight, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're, saying here is they didn't come. She thought they were going to be a little bit I think she thought they were going to be a lot like Mike. And that is not a slam to Mike at all. Mike's just a really good guy who didn't want to think the worst, didn't want to see the worst, thought that, he didn't want bad things to happen to her. And he sure as hell did not want to be responsible if bad things happened to her, And I think he said himself in that interview with Megan Fox that, he should have just at a certain point in the early beginning of this just said no. But that's just not who he was. He was also like raised around women, all of that. So he just didn't really see all of these red flags, or he had like things he could chalk it up to, like, oh, maybe it's just this and this and this. And that doesn't mean that Greg and Clayton weren't equally like as caring guys. But her, I think with Mike,
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
That happened. Oh, I know you're not saying that, right?
Okay.
But I think that the other two right away, like she started the process earlier with them that they would say no. Because I think her and Mike, they were together for a couple
months. They were
months.
for a while, and I think there was more of an emotional, because he was in it longer.
Exactly. And he had met her family and all of that. Exactly. Yeah. That, and the other two are just like, I don't even fucking know you. Like,
I
missed you. I know.
They haven't had a chance to build up those ties yet, like she got with Michael. So I wonder, I guess she didn't think about that very well. I mean, I guess it worked to some extent.
Oh, yeah. And Mike was heavily, heavily manipulated from her parents, too, in those text messages. Like, I don't even blame the guy at all. He shouldn't have any regret. He was just trying to be a good, decent person. He shouldn't. I mean, I know he regrets a lot because this really did impact his life because she was granted that, long ass protective order. So I know that he regrets that, but I don't think he should regret trying to be like a really decent person that cares about other people. So, but that is what we got for you guys today. Now tomorrow we're going to get into some more crazy reading. We're going to do a motion to dismiss. I think these are all for the civil case. I tried to they're not into all. For Greg, they're not all entirely in the order that they happen because there's so many documents when it comes to Greg. So what I did was how they'll file one motion and then 2 months later, the response is there. Right. So I've taken a lot of things filed and then whatever was filed later to combat that, we're going to do both at the same time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Just so that way it all makes sense. Because otherwise, we'll do one and then it's going to be 15 before we get to the response. And we're going to be like, wait, what was that even in response to? So that's what we're going to do with Greg here. Just to keep things, making sense for all of us. I think the timeline of when they're filed, we'll say at the top, but I just think that better makes things easier to understand. Because listen, a lot of shit gets filed in this stuff. So, but we had the motion to dismiss filed by Greg regarding the civil lawsuit and all of that. We're also going to read tomorrow. Laura asked for the records to be sealed.
Okay.
And so,
why?
They do a response of why this absolutely should not be sealed. And guess what? Greg brings some receipts that we haven't seen yet. So, yes. Yes. It's going to be a very
cliffhanger you leave me on.
I know. Tomorrow is going to be a very exciting day. Can't wait to get into that. So we will be doing that tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
10 Central. That's my time.
10 Buffy time. To go over more of this. And you guys, I know I said that a lot when we were going through Mike. Like, you guys, it's going to get crazier. Like, if you're not familiar, it is going to get crazier. If you're like, how can it get crazier? It does. It does.
I have no idea.
Right?
Learning. I'm just learning and reacting.
Now, tonight,
I'm starting to get an idea.
Nice. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern here on the same channel, Terry and I will be back for True Crime and Wine Time, part 2 of our Frozen in Fear, Butcher of the Baker, Robert Hansen multi-part series. We did part 1 on Tuesday. If you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to that. We're doing a very, very, very big deep dive into Robert Hansen. You may know what he's done, but there's probably a lot you actually don't know. I didn't until I started doing a deep dive, and I was like, well, now we're going to have to have like 13 episodes because
I've never heard of him.
It's also insane what happens, not just with what he did, but with the legal aspect of everything, the investigators. It is also like, what? So that is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So listen to the podcast on all your devices and give it a 5-star rating. I don't know if that's for us or if you're talking about Love Trapped. There's that too. We talked about earlier.
Yeah, that was good.
There's so much content everywhere regarding this that it's very easy to be like, I must watch all the things and still feel like you're missing out on a lot of things.
I hope they do a Netflix special on it.
I do too. I think I had heard word that there was a documentary being talked about or in the works. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. I just don't know how far along it is.
I like the people that did like the Unknown Caller or the Tender Swindler, like the people that did those, if they would just like, because I think this would be a good one like that.
God, you know how many parts they would need for that though? It's crazy.
I mean, they got time.
That's true. Hansen's case is an incredible example of LEO not doing their jobs for years. If you want more angry Llama and her rants, you definitely want to tune in for True Crime and Wine Time because I
bring the popcorn.
Lots of rants about it. It's unfucking believable.
I live for a Llama rant.
That's true. That's what people say. Well, with that, I don't really have anything else to say at this point without doing spoilers for tomorrow's reading. So do you have anything you would like to say, Buff, before we go for the day?
Don't stalk people.
Don't stalk people. It's not okay. Well, I hope you all stay safe. And until tomorrow, 11 a.m., go forth and be Focong L'amazing. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.